Hello, good evening, everybody. So today's topic is basics of radiation. As we all know, in medical imaging, we use different kind of radiations like X-rays, gamma rays, sound waves, that is ultrasound waves, radio frequency waves. So what exactly is radiation? So in simple terms, radiation can be defined as energy in motion. So radiation can be defined as energy in motion. So these energy, they travel in the space or in the given medium, either in the form of wave or particles. So there are different types of radiations like electromagnetic radiations, which includes X-rays and gamma rays. Okay, then we have particle radiations, which includes alpha particle, beta rays, positron, neutrons, electrons, etc. So the radiation and the other type of radiation is the acoustic radiation, that is your sound energy. Okay, so the radiation can also be classified as ionizing radiation and non-ionizing radiation. Ionizing radiation and non-ionizing radiations. So ionizing radiations are the radiations which have enough energy to knock off the electron from the influence of the nucleus, causing ionization of the atom. So we will be looking about the ionization process in this class. So ionizing radiation includes X-rays and gamma rays, and all the particle radiations. While non-ionizing radiations includes radio waves, microwaves, etc. So before we go into the details about the radiations and other aspects of the radiation, let us study about the structure of an atom. So as you all know, the atom is made up of nucleus, within which the most of the mass of the atom is concentrated. So what is an atom? Atom is the basic particle of chemical elements. Okay, so the nucleus is made up of protons and neutrons. So the protons are positively charged particles and neutrons are electrically neutral. So the number of protons in an atom is called as atomic number, which is represented by Z. The protons and neutrons together are called as nucleons. And the number of nucleons is called as atomic mass number. So the number of neutrons in an atom can be given by A minus Z. Okay. So within the atom, we all know that this is the nucleus. Okay. So surrounding the nucleus are the orbiting electrons. Okay. So these orbiting electrons are arranged in a definitive orbits called as energy shells. So the electrons are arranged surrounding the nucleus in a definitive energy shells, and these are named as K shells, which is the innermost shell, L shell, M shell, and so on. So the maximum number of electrons that a energy shell can hold is given by 2n square, where n is the level of the energy shell. So the K shell will accommodate 2 electrons, and L shell would accommodate 8 electrons, and M shell would accommodate approximately 18 electrons. Okay. So now coming to valence electrons. So what are valence electrons? So the outermost electrons, of an atom are called as valence electrons. So these valence electrons take part in chemical reactions, in optical phenomena, in electrical properties, and thermal properties of the atom. So now next is the free electrons. So free electrons are the unbound electrons. So free electrons are the unbound electrons which are free from the influence of the nucleus. Okay, so this is the basic about the atomic structure. So now let us look at the binding energy. So what is binding energy? So binding energy is the energy expended in completely removing electron from an atom. So the energy expended in completely removing electron from an atom. So the binding energy is expressed in electron volts. So electron volt is a unit of energy. Since the K shell electrons are more close to the nucleus, they have strong force of attachment, and hence the binding energy to remove the K shell electrons is more compared to the L shell and M shell. So the binding energy of K shell is more than the L shell, is more than the M shell. For example, if you take tungsten, Z is equal to 74. Okay, the EK, that is the binding energy of K shell, is approximately 70 kilo electron volt, while the L shell, it is approximately 11 kilo electron volt, and M shell is approximately around 2 kilo electron volt. Okay, so the binding energy increases with atomic number of the atom. It is more with the excited atom. So the free electrons, do not have any binding energy. Okay.